Yo, what's the deal? See, sleep deprivation nation. So, let's just do a little talking right now. Just a little, a little chitty chat. First of all, praise to the Most High, like always. I give all glory and thanks to the one up above, the one that lives within us, that made us in his image. I'm gonna talk a little bit about a few things. First of all, I'm gonna talk about the shielding that I've been using. So the shielding, like I said, I think I said it in my last video. It has its benefits and it has its downfalls. The benefits are, it probably works if you use it properly. I fell asleep with it, which is something I shouldn't have done. And because they gather information this way. This is how they gather information, is when you sleep. It's very critical that you do not wear certain things, because only certain things are made to, I guess, to like combat energies while you sleep. So So yeah, I was just lost in thought right now, because I'm using some other things too that possibly could be good for me or bad for me. I mean, I won't know, but till I try them. And it's just, I'm doing these things to be able to help other people. Like I said, I'm not afraid if my gang stalking turns up. These people are weak to me, and it's not really something I'm in fear of. My gang stalking has gotten worse, because this is the downside of the helmet, is that it has good qualities to it. You can use it with other things to make it even more powerful. But the bad part is that you have to have more than one setup. You have to have shielding for the ears, which is sonic ear. You can make your own, or you can have Robert Stanson build you a pair, or you can make some out of ceramic, or you can make some out of what's it called? Not laser glasses, radio something glasses, or for radiation glasses. So you can make the lenses out of that, or you can make them out of ceramic, because ceramic does kind of like the same job. That's what I've been having success with. And I think that's a big part of shielding, is the ears. The ears is where they get a lot of information from if they can't get to your skull, or if they can't read your brain frequency properly. They go for the ears. All right. So I mean, I'm gonna keep on testing it. I'm gonna keep on testing these things. Man, these perps have been trying so hard, like lately. It's so funny, like how hard they try. It's like literally you have one person on your left, one person on your right, one person across the street, all these people working like a freaking ant farm and shit, trying to pop out and poke their little padusies out, you know what I mean? Like it's just funny to me, because like it doesn't bother me. Like, are they actually showing people like my brain reactions, the my stimulus. You know what I mean? Like, am I stressed out? Sometimes a little bit. That's because I'm testing fabric, so it's like when it's not working, it does stress you out a little bit. But once like you kind of get used to it, you see them like popping out, like trying so hard to time it right. Like, I wonder how they feel when they're connected to an empowered individual. Like, is it normal? Like, is it electromagnetic? Like, how do they feel when they're getting these notifications in their brain to like move or whatever? It's just like, it's funny. It's like they're just like little puppets to me. It's kind of cute, you know? But yeah, I mean, I've been giving them a problem since day one, and it's gonna continue happening. I mean, I have so many ideas. I'm starting to help more. I'm able to help more people through the grace of the Most High, and I'm just excited for what's coming. Like, I'm excited to be able to stand my ground and like let this shit like just pretty much fall off me. Um, they're still trying to use like things from the past to try to affect me or get a reaction out of me. I have so much dirt that I could dig up and like expose, but I'm not that type of person, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, all this shit that they do is petty, like child's play, you know what I mean? Fuck boy type shit. Um and like that shit don't faze me. I'm beyond past that shit. I'm way past that shit. Um and you know, I know I sound like a little cocky or whatever, but it's just true. I mean, these people, like the things that they do, it's just weak. I'm literally like just yawning right now. I'm like, you know, oh, shit. I don't know. I always see them coming. You know what I mean? Like, I know how the things work. I know how, you know, they collect information. I know how all this whole program works. I mean, I don't know how the whole world works and stuff. I don't know, you know, how atoms are split and all that shit. But I know pretty much what there is to know about gang stalking. I know all their little tactics, all their little fucking mind games. Shit's weak. Even though it's gotten stronger, or my gang stalking's gotten stronger, their shit's still weak. It's even weaker than it was before, because they're try hard, and they're gonna continue to be try hard, like forevermore. Like, this is their life. This is the life that they live. They gang stalk people for their life's freaking living. That's what they do for life. It's like a life sentence of fucktardom. While we remain free, you know what I mean? Because they try to keep us trapped, but we're free. We're free in our minds. We stay true to ourselves. We remain true to ourselves. Despite the odds, despite the obstacles, you know, despite all this shit, that how famous they make us, how many people know us, like, it's crazy. It astonishes me sometimes, the lengths that these little, you know, these schmucks are willing to go. You know, and I'm getting tired of talking crap. Like, I really want to start praying for these people, because I feel like they're more helpless than me. Honestly, to be honest, like, because I'm happy when I shouldn't be. You know what I mean? I'm glad when I shouldn't be. I'm thankful when I shouldn't be. So I don't get it. How are they winning? You know what I mean? Like, this is probably the strongest that the gang stalking has been, like, mentally or whatever. Like, by them having more information or more control. But see, the thing is when your brain is magnetized, because you're using heavy metals or whatever. And heavy metals help to probably get a better scan of your brain. That's why I was afraid to use heavy metals in the first place. But it doesn't really matter, because if you start using another fabric, your brain will start to adapt to that. And then plus magnetism fades over time, so it's not going to always be this strong. I'm not worried about it. I know I can easily block their ass. I've done it thousands of times. And it just takes a little tweak, and then they have to come and send a helicopter over and over and over and over and over and over and over, an ambulance, and over 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 and over, and you get it, infinity sign. All right. So yeah, I mean, there's so many combinations you can look at this, and it's just like they're never gonna have this system the way that they want it, you know. And I want to tell you guys a little story about this one time a cop tried to recruit me. So I was chilling with this so-called person that's from the hood or from the block or whatever, because I used to, make mistakes as well during this, time of my life. And I could admit it, but I was staying far away from that because I already learned my lesson. And just to be around crowds, around people, you get involved with things that you shouldn't be getting involved with. Whether it be drinking, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're always trying to get you to be portrayed as this certain person, and they try to I guess expand it. They try to blow it out of proportion. So I knew this dude was a perp. I know a lot of people that I hang around with that are perps, and they try to act like they're your friend. I can easily call them out. I can easily know who they are. I already know. And it's really rare that you get past anything past me. Like even the people that I talk to that are even in somewhat of my inner circle that claim to be TIs, I mean, they're still yet to be proven. But I mean, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But I already can have a hunch to certain ones that might not be true, But it doesn't matter. All right, so the fact of the matter is that there was a little story that I was chilling. There was an open container of beer, and I was posted on the street, a couple houses away from my house, just passing by or whatever. And these cops pull up. And they're like, they come to us, talking to us, whatever. They say, whose open containers that? And it was this dude's, but I was just like, the beer was just sitting there on the floor, and I was just like, that beer was there when we got here, like. And they said, if one of you don't take the blame for the beer, we're gonna give both of you a ticket for open container. So the dude fessed up. He's like, it's my beer, whatever. They tried making a big deal out of it. They got our information. That was like a way for them to get our information, I guess. So I gave them my ID or whatever. They ran it. And then this cop comes back to me after talking to this drug dealer dude that's also a perp that was right there, because they do recruit people that are drug dealers. They recruit anybody. All these people do it to like get off early time from jail. I can tell you everything and exactly how it is. It's not no bullshit. This is actual shit. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. They could get out early time from jail because this dude got locked up for a freaking gun that they found in his van or something like that. And he only did like a few weeks in jail. You know what I mean? Us as TIs, if we got caught with a gun anywhere around us on our property or whatever that wasn't registered, I mean, they're going to throw the book at us. That's how it goes. They screw over TIs, and then they give benefits to these sellout perps. All right, so So this dude, like, he got out, and I remember the day that took place. I had seen him or whatever, but the moral of the story is these cops ended up telling me, one of the cops was talking to the drug dealer dude, and one cop was talking to me, and they live on my block, so like I have to be friendly with these people. I don't have to be friendly with them, but like just to keep the peace or whatever, I say what's up, and I was buying a beer, so I had passed by or whatever, and I just said what's up, but the cops happened to pull up, so this cop tells me, he's like, oh, so since there's a high crime rate in this neighborhood, and like you're new, you've been living here for a while, we need to document who lives in the area, and I want to take a picture of you. Is it all right? And I'm just like, by law, like, I gave you my ID, and like, I don't know if I had to do that because you had, this open container, so that, I guess, gave you the go ahead to try to ID me or whatever. But I know that by law I don't have to take a picture, so I don't consent to that. And he's just like, are you sure? And I'm just like, yeah. I'm just like, I don't trust cops. And he's all like, why? And then I was just like, well, I don't trust some cops, because then he kind of like started already trying to start this speech. And he's just like, why? He's like, why do you say that? And I'm just like, well, I kind of paused, because I was just like, well, because I'm a TI, well, actually I'm a what's it, AI, or no, not AI, I forgot what my one of my friends said. He said awesome individual. So EI, I don't know, whatever. um I was like, well, do you know about gang stalking? I was like hesitant to tell him, because you never know what the reaction's gonna be, and I never really brought it up to a cop. I mean, not really that much. So I was just like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna tell him. So I told him, and I was like, do you know about gang stalking? And then he's like, no, what's that? Like, if he didn't know. And I was just like, well, I got helicopters flying by every time I leave my house. Every time I get back to my house, I got police, constantly running into me, like they're keeping an eye on me. I got people following me around, like I'm on some government watch list. And so the cop says, well, maybe we could help with that. And I'm just like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, do you want to be of service? And I'm like, what? Like, no? Like, so, in other words, he was telling me, do I want to join the perps? And, I wish I had my recording glasses on at that time, because this would have been a freaking, it would have blew up in the TI community if I posted this video, and I would have got a lot of hate for it. But, I'm just going to tell the story. Luckily I didn't have my recording glasses on that day, but it's all good. We still have future events to come. And so pretty much this cop tried to recruit me to be one of these freaking perps or whatever. And obviously I denied it. And this happened in Rampart, Scandal Division. And that's how I know, like, that was confirmed to me. I didn't need him to tell me that gang stalking is real. I just know that it is. You know what I mean? I know that it is. We all know that it is. Everybody knows. There's not really few people nowadays that don't know about this program. You know what I mean? And are not involved. So, I mean, people can lie to themselves all they want and try to act like they know what's going on when they really don't know what's going on. They're following suit because they don't want their program to get fucked up. You know what I mean? The way that they live life and their little peaceful, corrupt ass system. So, I refused. You know what I mean? I don't need a pat on the back or, a standing ovation or anything like that. But it takes, it takes Cora to refuse being tortured, to refuse going along with that shit, and to agree of a life of torture. It doesn't, you know what I mean? And it's not even torture to me. It's more like child's play. It's annoying. Torture to me is not even this. I mean, if you guys were really watching, and you can see my, my vital signs, my health, and all that shit, right? Well, you would know exactly if I'm really being tortured or not. Like, have you seen me in really pain, like pain where I'm like breaking a leg, breaking a bone, or, where I can't stand it? Nope. Not even close. All right. So I just want to bring this to everybody's attention that doesn't really know. I've been putting up a fight, and I'm going to keep on putting up a fight, and y'all going to have to deal with me till the wheels fall off. So I'm actually getting better at what I do. I'm getting stronger, constantly prevailing, constantly helping people, constantly informing myself, informing others, exposing this system, and building the side of truthers that they're trying so hard to hold back from people to know the truth. They block my links. They block from me from posting links. They block my comments. They block my texts. They block my emails. They cock block fucking everything. These fools are just the fucking most pathetic people that I've ever encountered. All right. Because they could not stand to lose. The enemy, the devil, he cannot stand to lose. All right. So once, if I block these fools permanently, I had a solution just to block them. I wouldn't live too long after that. You know what I mean? Trust and believe. They will not leave my ass alone. They would hit me with a fake charge, with some bullshit. I already know how these fucking lame ass fools work. They cannot lose, bro. They're not, it's not a fair game. It's not it's a rigged fucking match. That's why it's funny to me. I know who the people that I'm dealing with, and they don't scare me. Because I know I can beat them. Even though all the power that they have. If I had the money and a few smart people, similar to myself or even smarter, man, the damage that I can do, it's not even funny. Alright, so we all know, stop playing yourself like you guys are actually gang stalking me, because you ain't. You ain't gang stalking nothing. Alright? So you could pretend that shit bothers me and shit. But you can, if you actually go into my mental, frequency or whatever you guys tap into, you'll see that I can easily brush it off. Easily. Like nothing. I can easily change my frequency, throw a magnet on, throw a shield on, throw, whatever on. And I'm learning how to block you fools. Till this day. Still learning. Still prevailing. Still conquering you. So, yeah. I mean, I don't get what you fools are doing. But it doesn't, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to let you keep doing whatever you guys think that you're doing. But we all know that in the end you lose. Simple and plain. In the end you lose. You could try the hardest you want though, but I mean, whatever. I give you an A for effort. And I just want to throw a little Since, I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all kinds of positive vibes right now. And you guys can watch me win. You can watch me prevail in Christ, doing it the right way, giving up the things of this world. The only thing I struggle on is being nice to a lot of you. That's my downfall. Because I know people, a lot of people that I've met throughout my life that are good people. They're legit. They're pretty dope people that I've met. But they just want to sell out to the system so easily. Throw away their, you know what I mean? Their uniqueness to be able to choose and to have their own free thinking. They want to be part of this slave system, which I can understand. Like if we have a choice, I don't know. Do we have a choice? I have a choice. Just because they're trying to control me doesn't mean that I'm being controlled. I'll be damned. Ain't nobody control me, bro. I do what I want. All right, so if I can do what I want, I guess that makes two of us, huh? So yeah, I guess that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. So we're going to throw a little prayer out for all of our enemies. I just pray, Father God, in the name of Yeshua, that you forgive me for all of my sins, first of all, before I come to you in an unclean state. I pray that you cleanse me, forgive me for all my wrongdoings that I have done against you. For all the times that I fell short, and if I dishonored you in any way, I pray that you forgive me for my trespasses and help me to help others to see the light, to see your light. For it is good to help them come out of their wicked ways and to realize that the path that they're on only leads to destruction. And you have promised us a better way. Only if we turn to you and stop thinking that we can prevail on our own understanding. I pray that you start to work in my enemies' hearts and start to do the thing that you do best. Just have you done in my life. And work on me spiritually, mentally, in every way that you have made us in your image. I pray that you start to establish it in our life. I pray that we start to walk in your likeness. And I say likeness because we can never be without sin. We can never be like you, but we can be in the likeness of you. And that's why you have came down to die for us, so that we may live. And I just thank you for everything that you have done, or allowed to happen, the good and the bad. Because without your handiwork, I would not be here. And I would have not been able to experience this great revelation. And in your love, you bring us all together. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. Praises to the Most High.